And we're on. We are ready. We are here.
Awesome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to just say happy Souls of My Sister Sunday. Every Sunday, we are just going to be really sharing information and topics that can really resonate with women in our network, women in our social media community. And so we all know that this month is all about domestic violence awareness as well as breast cancer. We are highlighting both of those things so that we can make sure that we get more awareness and we really acknowledge and celebrate our advocates, people that's on the front line working in this very, very important, in these very important areas. So before we go any further, let me just say who I am. I had to remember on social media, everybody don't know me and I'm just rambling and talking about stuff and not even saying who I am. So my name is Carmen Ray. I am a social entrepreneur, born and raised and did a lot of adulting in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and made my way to the beautiful state of Arizona in 2014. And because I have over a 30-year history of entrepreneurship, I have really made it my life purpose is to really connect and support women entrepreneurs. Thank you so much, ladies, for being a part of the first of many series on the Souls of My Sister Sunday, as we talk about just things that's really relevant in our lives. So let's talk about how did we get here? I just cannot believe our history. So let's start with Laneice. Laneice, how did we all connect and share a little bit about our history?
Wow. I think I met you guys in different ways. So I actually, Carmen, I believe I met you through Shantina, maybe through My City, My Biz, something like that. It could have been that. Cyrena, I really don't oh no, I think I met you, Cyrena, through Tracy Dent. Maybe it was that, or did I know you before that? It's been so long, and we've done so
Exactly.
together in different capacities. Whenever we initially met, I'm glad that we did, and I'm glad that we kept in contact. And it's been such a fruitful relationship for me, both ends. And I'm just very grateful for what we've been through and where we are and where God is still going to send us.
Exactly. Same here. I can't even pinpoint it because we connect and we support and motivate, inspire each other all the time. I can't say there's a day that doesn't go by. I don't see a post from Carmen, just encouraging. I wake up, I'm like, wow. Let's start the day out with encouragement, inspiration. Same with Laneice. You're doing a lot of teaching. You're doing a lot of inspirational, motivating, encouraging others to spread their wings. So I'm just excited about that. Carmen, just one of the main and one of the memories that I have was your mother-daughter event. I don't even know what year it was now, but that was really when I connected with you. That event was amazing. I think that was when you got your nickname, The Connector. So yes, we've been doing this for 2 years, literally.
Wow. And just so we can make sure that we scream our dreams and our deepest desires loud and proud, because that's when the universe can organize and deliver for us. And I want you ladies to know that that is one of my deepest desires, is to redo and continue to do an annual mother-daughter event. And I want to be able to do it in some of the most amazing places in the world. I have big dreams. I envision us doing it on a Disney cruise. I envision us doing it in Africa. Like, I have all these big dreams. And so I just want to make sure that you ladies be on notice that I may be calling on you sooner than later to help me put that all together. But that is one of my deepest desires.
We're ready. When you're ready, we're ready. So, Laneice, can you let us know, you have something really amazing coming up and going on? Let's just introduce or reintroduce to everybody. Tell us a little bit about Laneice, what kind of projects you're involved in. I'm so thrilled to have you as one of my business partners on our travel space. Also, we are all a part of Women of Travel Rock, because we know that no matter what we do, one thing that we keep in common is that we want to travel better and we want to travel for less. So we have decided to add travel into our advocacy work and our business because it just made sense, right? So tell us a little bit about yourself and all of the awesome things that you're doing.
Yeah, well, I'll start off with Big, Beautiful, and Blessed. I'm the co-founder of that organization, and we promote positive self-image and plus-size women of faith. We also work with the youth as well. And it kind of too made sense with the travel with that, because one of our main goals is we are going to be, you have to speak it out, international. So we got to get ready to travel, right? And
Right.
one of our goals is to do a cruise. Our event, we host a yearly event. We wanted to do it, with COVID and everything, so we're pushing that back. But we will do that. We are going to bring these beauties on the water, and
Yes.
have a great time doing that. So I'm looking forward to that when we host that. Also, I am the author. I'm the author of a couple of books, but two that I just put out. When the Soul Cries, which shares stories of different women, how we survived, overcame, thrived through domestic violence, and sharing our story to our glory, right?
Yes.
Now I am doing a 7-day journey with my book called 7 Days to Discovering Your Purpose, God's Vision, my hands, because he has a vision, but he uses us. He uses people. And so I'm so this is the first cohort of the group, and we started on today is our second day. So we meet every morning at 7 a.m. Jesus help me, 7 a.m. So worth it when I tell you a group of women that are coming in. I'm so blessed, and so we're going through the books. We're all just sharing transparently what God is doing to us, and I'm just to us and through us. And so I'm so excited for this group. And so if you are looking to further your purpose, make sure you connect with me, because we will do another group. This one will end in 7 days because it's a 7-day journey, but it's going to be continued. So thank you, Carmen, for the space to share about that.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. We want to make sure that we get that added in our Be Well newsletters and just in our social media. That's powerful. I can't wait to participate in one of your 7-day opportunities. Thank you so much for sharing that. So this is the highlight. This is the highlight and the purpose of us coming together this morning. I want to just celebrate Cyrena Martin. Cyrena and Mahogany Cares, we have such an amazing, rich history. Not only is Cyrena doing amazing things in the Wisconsin area, she is positively impacting women and families globally. I'm so honored and grateful that she is one of the most active members of the Be Well advisory group. Again, she is one of my business partners on the travel side of my business. But what I love most is that when we met, she has such a heart for working with women and families and men, everybody impacted by domestic violence. And for over 10 years, she's continued that work. So Cyrena made the cover of our Be Well magazine, and she is going to share a little bit about herself and what she does to really make an impact on families and communities. Go right ahead, Cyrena.
Thank you so much. This is truly, it's just an honor. We've been consistent. We've been through some things, but mostly good things, exciting things, the travel, the magazine, these are victories. So 10 years and we're still here. So I'm so thankful that you're still in my life. I'm still in yours. We're able to connect on so many levels. Mahogany Cares, like you said, 10 years. I'm like, wow, that time kind of went by fast. I wasn't even in my 40s. So the 40s, everybody out there, it's something to be proud of. You have a little fear going into it, but it's an amazing part of the journey in our lives. And I just, learning how to build relationships with other women and making them positive. That's what Mahogany Cares is all about. It's about our tagline, healthy relationships only. We do a lot with domestic violence because it's such a tragedy. There's so many devastations going on in our community. We want to be there to say, hey, you're not alone. If you can't connect with me or identify with myself, there's somebody in my circle or in the community that you can relate to, that can support you, you can talk to. So that's kind of why we want to stay relevant. We want to be there and just keep these conversations, keep these missions and journeys going. This year, first of all, our mission is to end generational cycles of domestic violence in our community. We start with supporting and advocating for the survivors, and then we definitely want to educate the community as well. Our focus is empowering and empowerment and women's wellness, mind, body, spirit, and family. That's why we connect so well, to be well, and we want everybody to be well, literally. This year, we started our campaign, Survivor Like Me. Survivor Like Me is telling the success stories. Let's talk about how we got through it. Let's talk about why we decided to make different choices. That's not easy. So by sharing the testimony of how we got to where we are now isn't easy. But we want others to be able to say, hey, if Cyrena can do it, she's here, she started an organization, Laneice is writing books, Carmen is doing the travel, the magazine, she's got businesses, you can do it too. And by us sharing that, it's okay to say, hey, we had challenges in the past, but now we're moving forward. And we just want to be here to share the good part, the success, the motivation, and say, you're not alone, you can do it too. So please feel free. We want you to connect with us. We want you to be part of this journey. You're not, it's not easy work, but you can do it. I'm looking for some support in my travel business. I'm trying to build and grow. I'm a student, I'm in grad school. That's something like, I don't know who does that in their 40s, but me. So I'm looking for support. I'm looking for other women to join and to learn and to coach and to teach me. Back in those days, I was the shy one. I was just sitting there. I wasn't really participating, but I was listening and learning and just that's like a sponge. I was soaking up so much information, so much love, so much support, motivation, inspiring. And that's what it's all about, having a circle of people around you that love you, that support you, encourage you, motivate you, all of those things. Now, I'm kind of taking the lead in some of those areas. And I mentor a few women personally, and I try to inspire and motivate as many people as I can. So that's kind of what some of the things that we're doing. My favorite quote, I know, Carmen, you had that, who's your twin? You're purposeful. And yesterday I had to choose Maya Angelou because just some of the work that she's done. She was one of the first to kind of give that testimony of some things that weren't so pretty. Life isn't always gonna be, the best of everything. You're gonna have ups, downs, challenges, but you can get through it. Her quote that I just love and I try to leave with others, we delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but we often forget the changes that you have to go through to get that beauty. And that's just saying you can start here and you can go all the way, you can go to the top. Never stop, never give up on any of your dreams and goals. You will get to them. And ask for help, ask for support. It's okay. We can't do it by ourselves. Carmen, you know. I've had planning meetings with Carmen. We've talked about it. Carmen goes big. So I'm like, okay, One step at a time.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. We are truly honored to be a part of the Be Well
Oh,
Connect.
wow. We are so excited to just have you on board and being featured in our magazine that's going to, our October magazine is a special edition. But I just want to take a few minutes, lady, it's been put on my heart to really share about the conversation of domestic violence. I wrote a piece in the beginning of the magazine about how our conversation is different. When I was growing up, I definitely didn't hear any language around domestic violence. All I knew is that my father was my and my sister's hero. We loved him regardless if he was drunk or not. Like, he was a drinker, but he still treated us like he was not that type of person that drink and would be mean to his family. He would love us even more. But some certain things in our families are normalized. All I know is that my father would get his money from work. He'd go get drunk, and my mother would ignore him the best she could. And he'll say something. Next thing you know, she was popping him upside his head. At the time, my sister and I thought it was hilarious because she's so little and my father would ignore her. But then when it escalated, right? It escalated. Then you got the profanity. You got all this other stuff. Even though my father would never put his hands on my mother, it was traumatizing for us because we love both of our parents. And what started off as funny, because my father was under the influence, turned out to be really, really traumatic. So segue to my relationships, all I was thinking, well, because I wasn't married to anybody that was like a drinker like my father necessarily, but those marriages and those relationships were still riddled with all other kinds of unhealthy situations. And it still was emotionally unhealthy. And so I'm looking forward to us expanding the conversation about men and women coming together and being able to, I'll say, detoxify their relationship. Yes. And so, when I look at where we are now in this area of domestic violence, I'm just amazed at how many young women and men have normalized. They've normalized the name calling. They've normalized the hitting and lashing out. And it just is very disturbing what our future will look like if we don't get a hold of this. Like, we really are under the impression that for us to have a normal, healthy relationship as young people, that it has to include all of this. So when I see young people being able to coexist in relationships and their healthy relationships, and we have examples of that, those are the things we want to bring to the forefront, because there's so much out there that we did not do. We did not sometimes in our generation pass on those healthy, strong messages, and we expect our young people to be able to figure it out for themselves. So the work that you ladies are doing, Laneice does an amazing job, as well as Cyrena, around self-care and awareness. My platform is all about empowering women financially through having entrepreneurship opportunities. Working in domestic violence for years, working with men and women, I know firsthand the impact and how many women decide to stay in a relationship just because they don't want to compromise their quality of life. They need that secondary income, so they stay in these toxic, dysfunctional relationships until they can get their bearings. So I try to offer something that has a low startup cost so that you can get with other women and men that can empower you in your business, and that will give you an opportunity to really start becoming more self-sufficient. So that's how this all ties in together. This is much more than just a travel business. We want you to experience different parts of life and understand that financial empowerment is available to you. So at this time, I'm going to ask if Laneice, when she comes back, if she can unveil our magazine so that you guys can see the links all over social media today, and you'll get a chance to see and read about Cyrena. You'll get a chance to read some information about Laneice. We have so many amazing advocates. We have featured in there Perfectly Flawless. with Tiffany Fair and Jan Ward, all of the amazing work that she's doing. We just have women from all over the country that have contributed to this magazine. I'm so loving the piece that Allison offered in the area of parenting. You'll get a chance to read about Allison. She will definitely be interviewed soon. So Laneice, let's see if you can work your magic and share your screen so everybody can get a sneak peek at the magazine. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations, Cyrena. You made the cover of the Be Well magazine. This magazine was designed by our marketing director and support from Michael DeMond. He takes our visions, he put it out there so that we can all really get this information out to you in a beautiful way. So we invite you to subscribe to the Be Well website so you can get this magazine in your email soon. So here is how it's gonna look.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. We have Cyrena. Yes, Deborah Burns.
Wow.
Allison Bethune is featured with her book. Laneice McGee, yes, and Sandy Smith, that powerhouse out of Milwaukee. Jan Ward. So this is what you guys are gonna get a chance to just curl up on this Souls of My Sisters Sunday. Please check out, get you a cup of tea, your favorite beverage, and just enjoy our magazine. So ladies, any closing comments, anything else that you want to share before we close this session out? I cannot thank you all enough. And Laneice has to share, well, your answer was 20, right, Laneice?
It's 20. That's the
so
answer.
20. Restate that, because I want people to understand what that looks like. That means that children are in their home, they're witnessing every 20 children, hundreds of children, thousands of children. If every minute 20 people are being physically abused or physically aggressive, being assaulted, like that is crazy numbers. It is so important that we change this one family at a time, one relationship at a time. So any closing comments, ladies?
I'll reread that. On average, nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States. So that equates to more than 10 million women and men. That is a lot of people. And then also, only 34% of people who are injured by their intimate partners even go for medical care.
Wow.
So it's just a lot. And then this last statistic, 19 million women and 5 million men have been stalked in their lifetime. So this stuff is real, and that's why we cannot not have these type of conversations. So, and another poll I put up, do you know what to do if you know someone that might be in this situation? And so that's another thing. Sometimes we know of things and we don't say anything. And so there's hotlines, there's help, there's things for that, that you can provide to the people, or you can call if you hear something going on. You have the right to call as well. And so I just kind of want to encourage people to have these kind of conversations, have these conversations with your children, have these conversations when you're with your girlfriends, because you don't know what people are going through. Sometimes, like Carmen said, things have been normalized. So when someone is verbally abusing us, because maybe that's what we are used to, we don't even realize what is going on with us. And so us having these conversations like this opens up that dialogue, where somebody might say, wow, I didn't realize that. I didn't know that that was going on. I didn't know that that was wrong. I see my mother go through that, or I see my father go through that. It works both ways. Men a lot of times do not talk about it because they have this image to hold up to, but we knocking down those false images, right? It is time for us to talk about this and to be real about this, because we can create the legacy that's going to change, where we're not having to have these conversations anymore, where we're just celebrating life and celebrating each other. So again, I thank you, Carmen, and I know I do have the video up as well at the end for you as well.
Okay, thank you. Cyrena, go right ahead. What's What's your closing comments? But before Cyrena talk, I want to give you guys an opportunity, because none of the work that Cyrena is doing is possible without resources. She is one of the nonprofits that Be Well gives back to on a consistent basis. So we're going to be having a special for the next week. Well, actually, we're going to run it through the whole month of October. If anybody purchases an ad for our January issue of Be Well magazine, 50% of your purchase will be donated to Cyrena's organization. So I want you guys to look at purchasing the ad, and those funds, 50% will be going to Mahogany Cares, because we want to put our money where our mouth is. We cannot just support and talk. We have to support with our money. So I want you guys to definitely purchase an ad. Look at partnering. What an opportunity for you to partner with Cyrena and her travel part of her business.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for that opportunity and support. We really want to continue doing this work. I was just thinking as you both were speaking, this month we're honoring a survivor every day. And I got real emotional because I personally knew 31 survivors in my circle. I mean, this is something that has affected our entire community. Mm-hmm. And like you said, domestic violence, yes, it's intimate partner, it's mother-daughter, it's sibling. We have to remember that sometimes it's starting as children. You're mm-hmm. seeing it, you're witnessing it, you're not knowing what to do with that pain. Right. You're not knowing what to do coming from people that you love so much. Mm-hmm. And then even having to choose. Your parent, you choose mom, you choose dad, I love them both. What's really going on? So that's why we're really just encouraging the healthy relationships. It's not about finger pointing and fault. We just absolutely have to find a way to get along. We have to treat each other with kindness, respect, love, and we can do it. We can be that generation. We're going to end this thing. We want to thrive. We want to live. We want to be happy and all come together and work in our business. Let's make some financial decisions. Let's make some decisions to educate and all work together and just end this cycle of domestic violence.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Laneice is just going to pull up one of my favorite videos that's so empowering. We want to leave you guys on a positive note. And so that after this video, please reach out to us so that we can get you connected and we can really, really finish 2020 strong, and we can jumpstart 2021. Thank you, ladies, so much for your time.
You have to have a strong posture in knowing who you are to be able to build this business. You cannot be scared to embrace the industry. You have to know that I am a network marketer, that I am a businesswoman, that I bring a level of service that they could never get on the internet. I need you to understand that there is a recipe for success. There are some keys to success. You know what? I do have it. I got this. How deep is your commitment to this business? If you want to get your business to the next level, you need to start off and don't think of who will do the business and who won't. To understand that, I have to know my business. And make sure you're strategic when you're launching your business. Don't get nobody your first 3 positions that's going to ride the matrix. Get some people that's going to drive the matrix. Serious about changing your situation? Yes. You're who I'm talking to. Is anybody serious about making 6 figures in this industry? Yes. Does anybody honestly see yourself as a millionaire in the industry of network marketing? You cannot start and stop anything except yourself. It is not just in some of us, it's in every one of us. You can't say you want it if you won't want to find out how to get it or learn about what it is you have.